Listen, why we can't look?
Reminds me so much of the NDC's parliamentary candidate for Hohoe, Professor Margaret Kweku, who had complained that she stopped using the Eastern Corridor Road because it gives her waist pain.
Yeah.
Surely.
No, you see, because anytime we have to use that road, and the last time someone actually called into the show and said he was disappointed in me, and rightly so, he complained because whenever I have to, people see me around, they say, Charlie Master, so you two use this road some. Look at how we are suffering. I'm talking about the Oyarifa through our colleagues in Teman to Abokobi. Now, this is where it even becomes more serious. That you have a municipal capital, Abokobi. That's the capital of the East Municipal Assembly, with its member of parliament as Adjoa Safwa. Now, that road is so bad that for a 2-kilometer stretch, it takes you more than 10 minutes
to cover 2 kilometers.
To cover less than 2 kilometers. There's a huge estate there, Oak Villa Estate. And so imagine being on that stretch every day. Now, this road had potholes, and the drainage system was done. So after the drainage system, they graded the road, and the belief at the time was that, okay, so the road was going to be constructed. You had the member of parliament, Adjoa Safwa, sit right here in this studio, say that the road had been awarded on contract. That was in May 2020. 5 months after that, the road is worse than 5 months ago. It has rained.
Because you see, this is before I talk about my road to work, before I get into it, let me try and help us with the renewal of mind this morning. That when a politician puts inside his green book or blue book or black book as success, I put up a road, you don't need to applaud. No way, you don't need to applaud because you are paying taxes anyway. And I told you that sometimes if you look at your pay slip and you see the direct taxes is good, but the one that is killing you more is the indirect taxes you can't feel.
Everything you buy,
because you pay
everything
taxes,
you do.
So it is your responsibility to pay your taxes, and you have done that. It's the responsibility of someone you are put in charge, someone you voted for in charge, to make sure that you have good roads. You don't need to. And see, the first problem here is that we think that when a politician lays a road, we should put it together. Yes, in this year, I did this, I did that. The roads are meant to be there and have to be well.
We have already paid. We have already paid.
That's the point.
And that's the most painful aspect.
Yeah, that's what we need to understand as citizens.
I pay taxes.
Yes.
And if I pay taxes, I pay taxes as a good citizen.
That's
exactly.
Right. And so every time I ensure the right things are done, every money due the state should go to the state. Because I believe that when the state does that, the state will be able to use that money to enhance the development of my area.
Precisely.
Okay?
Yes.
We live in a country where assemblies are taxed with responsibility. Central government taxed with responsibility. And yet, when I have fulfilled my part of the game, you tax to ensure that life is better for me, you don't do anything about it. Look, the worst part is even if from Old Ashoman through Ablaje to Abokobi, that road is also in a deplorable state.
Talk about the impact.
Look,
we're talking about accidents and all of that. People have accidents because they are swerving potholes.
Look, and do you understand how often people have to buy shocks because of bad roads? How regularly people have to buy shocks in a year? If you are living in any other country of this world, shock absorbers is one of the things that you replace the least often on your vehicle. Because, I mean, seriously, what shock?
You're spending more time
what shock is it absorbing?
Spending more time on the road.
Look, there's a road that I have to use to get onto the motorway to get to work in the morning, and it takes me past the front of Trasaku. Hey, look, that thing is not a road. It's basically a pothole with bits of road around it. When I take my car through that thing, by the time I get to the end of it, I can feel the cost. I can feel my bank account getting lighter. And I've already paid for that road to be fixed. I have already paid. I'm a good citizen. I work. When I work, I pay tax. And when I finish and I go and buy things, I pay tax on everything I buy. Everything I buy. Every time I sit in an aeroplane, I pay tax. Every time I sit in a taxi, I pay tax. Every time I eat, I pay tax. I'm paying tax out of my nose every day, every minute. And government whichever government, because this road has been bad for many, many years, so it's not like one government has done it and the other didn't. The road has been bad for eons. Every government has come by, taken my tax, and given me no road in return.
I think we have to open.
All right, look, honestly.
I mean, you have to take a picture. If you are right there, take a picture. We have to talk about our roads. We need to start ensuring that those who are put in charge of things start doing them.
Charlie,
it's becoming serious.
Charlie,
you see, let me tell you something. So I just picked LI 1961. Now, LI 1961 will tell you the functions of the district assembly. So the metropolitan, municipal, and district assembly. And if you go to regulation, instrument 10, regulation 10, it says the Department of Works. Could you listen to this? Now, the Department of Works of the District Assembly is a measure of the Public Works Department, Department of Feeder Roads and District Water and Sanitation. But these are their functions. Now, facilitate the construction, repair, and maintenance of public roads, including feeder roads and drains along any streets in the major settlements in the districts. So I am asking a very simple question. This is a law that we have passed in this country, tasking the district assemblies to facilitate the construction, repair, and maintenance of public roads. What are they doing?
It's a beautiful question.
So you, George, you, Winston, if you break the law, what will the state do to you?
Oh, you won't be spared.
Well, the only time that you know laws work in this country is when you break laws.
When it comes to paying taxes, you can't even break.
If you break the law, the state will deal with you.
Yeah, will deal with you.
So, if our leaders break the law, what should happen? If the law says maintain my roads, and I pay tax and you don't maintain the road, what should happen to you? Are you not breaking the law?
Yeah.
Is it enough to come and say I can't afford it? If I'm fined, if I commit an offense and somebody fines me, can I go and tell the court that I can't afford it? And they'll let me go home. So if I paid my tax, and my local government or my central government or my minister or my whoever is supposed to fix my road, and they don't do it, should something not happen to them?
Something must happen.
Something must happen to them. But you know, Master, but I'll just chip this in before you go on with the sports, George. You know, in the 2020 budget, the government talks about, as part of the year of roads, lots of things they're going to do. I'll be sharing the list shortly.
Are we still in the year of roads?
We're still in 2020. But the government also talks about asphalt overlay or relay. And you see, for instance, areas like Ayawaso, West Wuogon. I mean, I hold nothing against those who live there. But you see, if consistently you do asphalt overlay, for some people, they have no roads at all. And the best way you think we can spend money is to do the overlay. When others have no road at all, what happened to the equitable distribution of national resources to ensure that all, who are all taxpayers of this country, benefit from the country's wealth?
And then you know the worst thing that we do? After we elect and appoint people to come and solve our problems for us, we then give them so many freebies that they don't even feel the effect of the problem we are facing. So they feel no urgency to solve it.
They're driving a V8.
They are in a V8.
So they can feel
They are in a V8. So while and by the way, when my shocks go, I have to go and spend money to replace them. They will not have to go through that expense to replace their shocks. Because they are almost the V8 government vehicle. Somebody will maintain it for them. And they'll come back and bump along in the on the rough road and not even feel it. So where is their motivation to fix it?
I think after the sports center, we need to activate the phone lines. And you need to get angry this morning about your roads. You have been seeing them, but you're not getting angry. Let's quickly do the KRX shout. I don't like it when we are wild like this for KRX shout. But we have to go through.
Let's get excited
happy
because
51st birthday.
Wow.
To Mr. Gabriel Ni Lomote Engman of GTB Bank, Treasury Division. We wish you long life, good health, peace on all sides. We love you dearly. This coming from your wife, children, and the entire family.
Peace on all sides. I like that. That's right. This one says, happy birthday to Dr. Jackie Barnes. She's the resident medical officer for Graphic Communication Group Limited. And it's a turn of the decade for her. Her husband, my APSU mate Felix Barnes, and the boys, Parkwesi and Sami, are wishing her God's blessings and many more years and decades. Happy birthday, Jackie Barnes. All right. Also, happy birthday to Mr. Alfred Atta Taylor, Principal Internal Auditor at the Cocoa Board. You've been such an inspirational leader, and you are being wished more and more success in your remarkable career by Charlotte Parry Hansen of the FDA. I've got a chaotic shout to Miranda Arthur, beautiful wife of Niamu Arthur, Richard Niamu Arthur, and he says special people like you deserve the best. So we thank you for being a wonderful wife and a mother and a wonderful person. From your husband Richard, the children Sean and Nadudua Arthur. And a big one, a big chaotic shout to a big man indeed.
Right.
National treasure. Uncle Kwame Batel.
Wow.
It's his birthday today. So happy birthday to him.
And happy birthday to Lance Corporal Isaac Nanabafo of Community 2 MTTD Teman. This from your uncle, Dr. Samuel Frifa, who's at the office of the president. But it's a belated happy birthday to Fred Apieji of the Ghana Airport Company Limited. It was your birthday on Sunday, so belated happy birthday to you, Fred.
One more. This one is a special birthday wish to Opa, aka Flashy. The message is, I hope you have an amazing day. I love you so much. And this is from your favorite sister, Ace Zoe, and the family.
All right, so let's get into the Joy Sports Center. It's brought to you by
MTN. Choose your own bundle your own way with MTN Flexi Bundle. Just dial *138# and enjoy bundles that don't expire. It's also brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. And sponsored by Sami Odami, Nivea Men Deep range of products. It's time to go deep for real freshness with 48-hour protection from sweat and bacteria and 48-hour deep moisturization with the Nivea Men Deep range of products. Nivea Men, it starts with you, official sponsors of Real Madrid. And this week's brand ambassador for them is Sami Odami. All right, imagine having a soundtrack that simply reflects your mood every day of the week. Now imagine getting money every week just because of that song. Amazing, right? Well, thanks to MTN, you can win up to 1,000 Ghana cedis weekly, 4,000 cedis monthly, and a grand prize of 15,000 Ghana cedis with the MTN CRBT promotion. Just download your favorite song via any MTN Caller Tunes channel, copy a caller tune, or renew your existing caller tune and win big. Because we're good together. Send the word START to 1355 or dial *1355# to subscribe today. Terms and conditions apply. We day for you everywhere you go. Now this month at Standard Chartered, they are celebrating you, their clients. Over the past 120 years, their customers have been an integral part of their business. Their products and processes have all been structured and put together with you in mind. Now as a token of their appreciation, they are giving you 50% off everything in UK brand stores across Ghana. So from now up till the end of this month, you can visit N Shop at any UK brand store at Accra Mall, Junction Mall, West Hills Mall, Achimota Mall and Marina Mall and get a whopping 50% off. Further, from October 26 to October 30, you pay nothing for all of your mobile money transactions done on SC Mobile. So, they remain grateful for your custom and your continual feedback. Thank you for choosing Standard Chartered. Remember, they remain Ghana's #1 digital bank. Standard Chartered, here for good. Now, your car deserves the best treat. Introducing the latest addition to the Total Quartz engine oil family, the Quartz 9000 Future 0W20. Specially conditioned and developed for the latest generation engine, Total Quartz 9000 Future 0W20 delivers excellent engine protection and cleanliness. It increases your oil change interval while reducing your fuel consumption. For optimum performance and efficiency of your car, visit your nearest Total service station and ensure your car is well protected with the best oil. Join the Total Quartz Nation movement now. Total Quartz, keep your engine younger
for longer. And Kujo, we start with bad news this morning because former Black Star striker Raphael Jamna's contract at Val Biku has been terminated due to heart problems. Now, the Danish Super League side have been forced to cancel the player's deal following the reoccurrence of heart issues. With more on this story, here's my colleague Haruna Mubarak.
The 25-year-old joined the top flight returnees in the summer as he was handed a season's deal. The former Levante forward went on to feature 5 times, scored twice, and registered 1 assist. However, last night the club released a statement announcing that Dramina had to retire from the squad after a relapse of his heart condition. Dramina has expressed appreciation to the club despite having his loan spell terminated after just 2 months due to his heart condition. Dramina's heart problem was made known to the public in 2017 when English Premier League side Brighton pulled out of a £10 million deal for him after a failed medical. Last year, his loan spell at Real Zaragoza had to be cancelled due to the same issue.
Right, we wish him very well. We hope he gets better. But we have to stick with Ghanaian players abroad because Phoenix Rising FC winger Solomon Asante is hopeful of making Coach Tiki Akono's squad for the upcoming AFCON qualifiers against Sudan next month. The 29-year-old has not played for the Black Stars since 2015, with various national team handlers overlooking his work in the USL Championship. Solomon Asante is keeping hope alive.
For the past few years, have been amazing to my club. So I'm looking forward, to play for the national team again. Why not? If I get a chance to come back to play for the national team, I'll be glad. I'll be happy because it's an aim for every player to play for his national team. So I'm still waiting patiently to see if I get the chance to come back again. The team is doing well, and we have a good quality players in the team right now. So I think the team is doing well. I think the coach needs some time. We need to give him time to do the work.
Solomon Asante speaking there. Now, President of the Ghana Football Association, Keto Kweku, says he's not concerned about meager achievements of his administration after a year in office, rather wants to focus on the key processes which will yield bigger successes soon. Now, the Keto Kweku-led administration were voted into office a year ago by Congress, and the President has been speaking about life in the past 12 months in the hottest football seat right here in Ghana. He spoke to our sister station in Shira FM.
Within this period, honestly speaking, I don't want to be talking about successes of coming out of our work. I rather want to talk about the processes a year go through to ensure, say, at the end of your tenure, we'll be able to deliver on your vision for Ghana football. The processes year go through, i.e., administratively, governance, competitions, the national teams, corporate Ghana, etc., brand repositioning. Don't forget, effectively and actively, we're looking at 12 months minus 8 months of COVID, which made life pretty difficult for everybody. The processes now a year go through with our football, and they're most important at this stage.
Ket Okraku speaking after 1 year in office as President of the Ghana Football Association. Let's talk about the Ghana Premier League and why not. We've got 4 shows for you ahead of the start of the league. That's on November 13. We're starting on Friday. It's a big one. Hearts-of-Oak fans, you need to watch out. We've got a special for you. And then on Saturday, we come your way with another great show. Announcements just right on the way now. It's 18 days to the start of the new football season, so why not? Let's stick with our GPL minutes. And this morning, my colleague Muftala Nabila Abdullahi has got a special one for you.
In the last 10 years, 5 different clubs have won the Premier League title. Out of these clubs, Asante Kotoko is the most successful. The Porcupines won it 30 times in succession between 2012 and 2014. Current coach Maxwell Konadu won it in the 2011 and 12 season with 63 points, and no team or coach has ever replicated that feat. His successor Didi Dramani led the team to win it in 2012-2013 and the 2013-2014 seasons with 56 and 55 points respectively. Ediana Stars, who began the decade when they were crowned champions in their first ever Premier League appearance, is the second most successful, having won it twice, the latest in 2017, which makes them the defending champions of the country's flagship football competition. Brekum Chelsea, Ashanti Gold and One All Stars have all lifted the coveted trophy. The success chalked by 5 different clubs shows that the league is won by a different club every 2 years.
All right, we look forward to the start of the Ghana Premier League now in tennis. The underage category of the McDan tennis training matches kick-started yesterday with the men's singles second top seed Hefta Dawuna seeing an early knockout after the first round of games. Michelle Queno has more on this report.
Right after the finals of the professional category in the McDan Foundation tennis training matches, games in the under-12 category took place through the hours of Monday morning and afternoon. In Game 1, number 1 seed Donate Tujnaba defeated Nathaniel Pato Brown 4-1 and Makin Popolampo knocked out number 2 seed Hefta Dawuna 5-3, with both games being played in a short set format. Meanwhile, in the women's singles, number 1 top seed Chidima Orieku defeated Hepzibah Apia 4-0, with Priscilla Abuaje seeing out Lucille Kupri 5-3, and Angel Bagabase also knocked out Savannah Martina 4-0. The under 12, 14 and 17 categories being played will be used as basis for selection for the next African Junior Championship.
Yeah, there's Champions League action later tonight. Okay, so games tonight and tomorrow. We've got an announcement for you. I will wait for that. But let's talk about the games tonight. Manchester City will be without the record goal scorer Sergio Aguero against Marseille. Well, the striker could be out for a month, and there are loads of problems there. I'm just thinking, well, Aymeric Laporte, of course, has travelled, and hopefully he may get a chance to play in this game. But of course, before every game, every Champions League game, at the start of it, there's one question for Pep Guardiola, and I'm sure he's tired of it by now. So the question for Pep Guardiola this morning, is it looking possible? Can you win it this year?
I will answer your question, but I think I answered this question 250 times since the first day I arrived here. Now we tried, like every year we tried, and expecting right now talking about this challenge is just to win our first games. That was incredibly important for us to start well at home. In this competition group stage, win at home, the 3 games are the most important thing. And now we have to make one game away, win one game away, and after, if we won the second and the third and the fourth, we're going to qualify, and after we see how is our tendency. But honestly, if you review all my answers about this question, so it's always the same.
All right, let's talk about Liverpool then. The trio: Thiago Alcantara, Naby Keita, João Matip unlikely to be ready to face the Danish champions FC Midtjylland, of course. But Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp says he's up for the challenge tonight.
Since yesterday, I know a lot. Before that, to be honest, I knew a little bit about the story of the club, if you want, the things they tried, using science a different way, working really very specific, very interesting project, I have to say. And so now, since yesterday, I saw plenty of games and some summaries, and so now I'm in the picture. And they are good. They're really good. And the 4-0 against Atlanta was not a 4-0. It was a 4-0 because that's the result, but it didn't look like this kind of game. They were really in the game. Possession, it was pretty level, both teams. The football playing side, different ideas. Depends to what the opponent. So they are flexible as well. So it's a challenge. It's a real challenge.
Jurgen Klopp, we wish you the best in this challenge tonight. It's really a challenge. Anyway, well, in other games, champions Bayern Munich travelled to Russia to face Lokomotiv Moscow in an attempt to neutralise the firepower of the German insurgents, while Real Madrid travelled to Mönchengladbach in search of a Champions League win this season. Mohamed Kudus, unfortunately, will miss Ajax trip to Italy as they come up against Atalanta. Atletico Madrid will try to pick up from their first Champions League win there when they play against RB Salzburg. We know Antonio Conte's Inter Milan travelled to Ukraine to face Shakhtar Donetsk, who beat Real Madrid in the last game there, and Porto and Olympiacos clash in Portugal. Just a final story and one line from Spain, because Barcelona President Josep Maria Bartomeu is not yet stepping down, but says there are plans in place for a vote of no confidence to be held between November 1 and 2. Rob Schofield has more.
This is the first time in the club's history that Barcelona fans have voted to withdraw their confidence from a sitting president, and there was speculation that Bartomeu may resign rather than face a vote. Instead, he's written a personal open letter to the fans saying he has no reason to resign, arguing that this would be the worst time to abandon Barca. Bartomeu's opponents want that vote to begin this Sunday, but his letter asks for a 2-week delay in order to prevent voters all having to gather at the club's Camp Nou stadium in a time of local coronavirus restrictions. A later vote would also allow some of the anger caused by the weekend's 3-1 home defeat by bitter rivals Real Madrid to subside.
Rob Schofield with that report, and that's it for the Joy Sports Centre this morning. Just a quick chaotic birthday then to Samuel Abeku Dutson. May God bless you and keep you safe. Enjoy your birthday, Kojo. That's it. But a big shout to the big man, the big McDan.
Yes. Yes, Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
The Eagle's Nest?
Eagle's Nest.
Okay, yeah, right.
You're correct.
It's a K.
Look, today we've got a lot to talk about. In addition to our manifesto tracker where we're talking security, we're actually, I've noticed your text messages coming through. You guys are really mad about this road situation, and we need to give you the opportunity to tell us what you feel about it. And don't forget to use the hashtag JoySMS